Last week, we saw the unemployment rate tick up just a little to 5.3%. It's fueled expectations that next week, at its monthly meeting, the Reserve Bank will cut already record low interest rates even further, below 1%. We might get a bit of an indication tonight. Reserve Bank Governor Philip Lowe is giving a speech in Armidale in New South Wales ahead of next week's Reserve Bank Board meeting. And with me now to look at it, I'm joined by Westpac Senior Currency Strategist Callow. Sean, what are you expecting from the Reserve Bank Governor tonight?
Well, with markets pricing a 75% chance of a rate cut a week from today, I think we'll see enough for the markets to be satisfied that the door is open for that move next week, but maybe not quite the pre-commitment to sort of tipping his hand at this stage, leaving it for the board to decide next week. But certainly I would expect him to be not too impressed with that 12-month high on the unemployment rate, perhaps to reiterate concern over what they called a stalling in wages growth and what that means for sluggish consumer spending.
Yeah, look, he has shown a bit of a tendency over the last 6 months or so to make it clear where the bank's going. So maybe we will hear tonight a bit of an indication as to what's coming next week. The other thing he's been doing a fair bit of in the last 6 months is saying, look, we need to do more infrastructure spending. Do you think he might prod the government a little further tonight as well?
Yeah, look, it's worth a try. I think he's made it very clear that the RBA has done a lot to try to stimulate the economy, that it's prepared to do more and that it doesn't think it's run out of ammunition, but that they would certainly love the government to come to the party to loosen the fiscal purse strings a little bit, and now that they've got the budget back into about balance and really not to make a fetish of a budget surplus. And so they'd certainly like to see it there, not to just spray money around, but for the projects that are likely to support the economy.
Yeah, I guess the big unknown still is how much impact the tax cuts and the rate cuts that we've already seen have had. Is there any more data to come in the next week before the Reserve Bank Board meets on Tuesday next week?
Nothing too serious, so certainly not this week at all. As the board meets around month end, we get a bit of updates on say retail sales, building approvals and so on there, but nothing I think particularly that would change the mind of the RBA before Tuesday afternoon's announcement next week. So I suspect they'll be going into there still very concerned about the global economy as well as the domestic economy, very unhappy about trade wars, probably not very impressed with signs of some sort of truce between US and China, and thinking that will weigh on the outlook for the Australian economy going forward. And so we do expect them to cut rates at that meeting.